Let's make some fabric scrap cards. Hello, good people. This is Sherry, owner and designer for Sherika Originals Handcrafted Gifts, where we help you create jewelry for those who are deliberately different. I'm using my Dollar Tree cards. There's a set of 10 blank cards along with the envelopes. I'm going to go into one of my fabric scrap stashes. We're going to use some white glue and maybe glue stick, a good pair of scissors, maybe some scissors with shapes, and we're going to make these beautiful cards. So let's go. I'm using a piece of copy paper. You could use cardstock if you prefer. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of sort my fabric so I can make a quicker decision on what I want to pull out, because this is totally random. So I'm going to kind of put the blues together and the reds and pinks together. Just going to put them in little piles. And blues, reds. This looks like a bunch of blues here. Mostly blues. Here's a green. And then we have our mixed in multicolors. So I'm just gonna, it's a easy way to use up your scrap fabric, and there's no rhyme or reason. There's no stress. It's almost a mindless kind of a thing that you can do. I think maybe this will be all I'll pull out for now. Seems like I got a lot of blues here. So we'll just take this much for now. I have another little pile over here that I might grab some from, but we'll see. You need a good pair of scissors or something to cut with. So I'm gonna grab my Carbo Titanium. These are available from Amazon. I have my Amazon store list here. So I have this piece of paper. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna glue some fabric to my paper, and then I'm gonna cut out whatever shape I want to put on my card. These are cards that I got from Dollar Tree for $1.29. There are 10 cards and 10 envelopes. So you have a whole little set, but I'm gonna lay these aside for now. So I'm gonna grab my glue. I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue on, and then layer some fabric on it. So I'm gonna go. Oh, I need something to protect my. Let me put this over here. That way I don't get my nice white cover messed up. Now you could use a glue stick on this as well. In fact, I think I might switch over to a glue stick just because it's quicker and easier to do this. So I'm just gonna take some strips, and I'm not gonna worry about whether there's any fraying. That's a part of the character. But I am gonna cut this a little bit. Gonna cut it down a little bit in a strip. Doesn't have to be a strip. It could be whatever shape it is, because there's no rules. In this life, sometimes you just need a little situation with no rules. So These are some strips of my African print fabrics that I love, love, love. Loving these. So I'm gonna leave this strip as is. I'm gonna go over this a little bit with my Mod Podge so my next strip can connect. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut this off here. All right, looks like I'm doing the blues thing today. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this piece. Okay. Oh, I love the way these scissors cut. They are so sharp. So right after this, I'm going to switch to my glue stick, I believe. Let's see here. I need a little bit more glue right there. You want to get a good connection with your glue. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to my glue stick. Okay, got a nice fat glue stick, so. Oh, I don't know, the glue stick might not work so well. Oh, this glue stick is a little dated. Okay, so I'm back to the I'm back to the white glue, because my glue stick was not cooperative. So I'll just put that glue on and go on with life. Okay, as you can see, this is very random. Okay, let's see, do I want to put some more blue over here? Here's another blue. I'm gonna, again, this is a piece of African print fabric that I have in my stash. Okay, is that long enough to go all the way down there? Yep, it is. Okay. All right. Whenever I overlap, I like to make sure that there is glue that's going to hold down my overlap piece. So there's that. Okay. Now let's see here. This is the same blue piece, but it's another part of it. So it's already skinny. So I just need to cut a little piece of it. Oops. Okay. Think about this African fabric is, you can almost use it on both sides, because the really good high quality fabric, it's hard to tell the front side from the back. So here, okay, so I'm gonna try to go ahead and do my whole sheet, so I won't have to stop and do any more. But lots of people sew their fabric. I have a sewing machine, but I don't pull it out very often. I made a brief foray into the idea of making some pants. I went and bought the fabric, which was very expensive, and then I bought a pattern, and the pattern, it was not sized correctly. So I went through all of that, and the doggone pants were too small. So I said, okay, all right, fine. Let's see, here's, I like blingy fabric. I like fabric that has a little bling to it. That's why I fell in love with a bunch of the African fabrics that I brought back from Nigeria, because I picked out ones that had bling. So I'm gonna cut this. You see, this was cut with the scissors. What are the scissors that have the zigzag pinking shears? Yes. Okay, let's see here. Oh man, I'm liking this. So I'm gonna cut this all kinds of ways to put on some cards. What else? Let's see here. Now I'm kind of going into the other colors, you see. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, gotta have that. Gotta have it. Well, you know what? I think I'll put something in between it. What will I put in between? Now, maybe this blue. Yeah, I'll put this blue in between it. In between. Let me make sure that this has got glue on that edge. Okay. All right. And I'll put this little piece down here. Okay, I think we're gonna have something that is just totally, totally delicious. Eye candy. Okay. I am loving how this is turning out. Loving, loving, loving it. Okay. All right. All right. Cut this little piece. Throw this back in the scrap pile. And let's see here. Should I? Maybe I'll go over here and see what I want to pull out. What do I want to pull out? Okay. Here's a nice little strip. A skinny strip. Okay. Okay, let's get that wet, and then I'm gonna put the skinny piece over here. I love this. And you see my little piece down here that I'm gonna stick this little piece right down here. Okay. All right, so now we get to the cards. Finally. And you know what I could do with this is I could put this sheet in my Glowforge and cut all kinds of little shapes. So I may do some of that. But for right now, we're going to keep it simple. Just going to take our card. If you like this video so far, I invite you to subscribe. I also have an ebook that's available. It has 15 creative jewelry projects, and in this ebook, you can click on the link and it will take you directly to the video. My fabric wasn't quite centered and I was out of fabric, so I decided to just put some gold paint on the side. You can repackage them in the package that they came in. Just cut off the Dollar Tree labeling and package it. All right, good people, I have kits available to make these. The kit includes 10 envelope and cards set and enough scrap fabric to make your cards. There will be a link in the description if you're interested in picking this up. You can get the kit for $7 plus $5.50 shipping, a total of $12.50. So check it out. All right, good people, this is Sherry saying, as always, be blessed.